Well, hey guys, what's going on? It's Steph here. I hope you've been well. I know I have. This week's episode brings us to a late 1800s church that just happened to be loaded with coins. Now, the age of the coins isn't normally what I aim for because I really like colonial relics and coins. You guys know that's what I'm all about by now. But let me tell you, this was one of the first occasions in 2022 where I could get a shovel in the ground. So digging coin after coin after coin, no matter what the age, was really exciting. And for those of you out west and south of me, these are probably still considered pretty old coins. So it should be a really enjoyable episode. We're gonna get into it, but first, keep in mind that I do sell metal detecting equipment, so if you need anything metal detecting related at all, please shoot me a line at steffdiggs@gmail.com, or you can reach me on Facebook as well. All right, without further ado, let's hop in. Phew, it is a brisk morning today. I'm out here with Patrick. He's on a different part of the property, and it's a late 1800s property, so a little bit newer than what I usually hunt. But I just got like a 19 to 22 bouncy signal on the Equinox. I could tell it was pretty shallow, and it turned out to be something pretty good. We have, at least I thought I saw it. Yep, an Indian head scent. Oh wow, what a beautiful one. I think it's 1888. I'm going to brush that off and come back. So there it is, brushed off. It's a nice 1888. Really good looking coin. The back is still a little crusty, but I will fix that when I get home. So, nice way to start the day. Hopefully I'll be back with you in a minute. Well, just moving on along, not too far from where the last one was. Looks like I got another Indian. At least I flipped it and it was bright green, so I'm hoping that's what it is. Let's see. Is it? Looks like it. Sorry, I'm in really poor lighting right now, actually. Let's see what the other side looks like. Yep, I can see it. Sweet. I'll brush it right off. All right, I found myself some sun. And there we go. That's the reverse, the 1 cent. And nice and beautiful green. 1905. I could dig Indians all day and be happy about that. In some situations, anyway. Especially this place, because like I said, it's late 1800s, so it's kind of what we're expecting today. Maybe I'll get a barber or two. That would be nice. Okay, this is pretty awesome. I got a 12 signal, loud and clear on the Equinox. It was only reading a few inches down, and that was the case. I wasn't going to say anything unless I found something religious, but we're actually at an old church. And we have a cross. That's so cool. And there's Jesus. It could be a really old piece. I don't know. Wow. All right, I'll brush it off and come back. That's beautiful. Okay, so there it is, all cleaned off. What a beautiful piece. You know, I'll say something I probably shouldn't get into on the channel, but I'm not a terribly religious person. However, I really like finding religious stuff because you know it really meant something to somebody. And those are the types of relics that I absolutely love to find. So, there is a mark on the back. Let me see if I can zoom in. Not going to give me any clues just yet. But hopefully that'll help me research it and get an age on this. It might be within the last 100 years. Could be in the last 50, I don't know. But, yeah, that's an awesome find. I'm very happy with that. Okay, moving right along. I got a 14 signal, pretty shallow. Plucked it out, and it's this thing, whatever it is. It might be more jewelry, I'm thinking. I'm pretty darn sure that it is. I think. I don't know. Let's brush it off and see. Yep, looks like we've got more jewelry. Definitely broken. You can see they're like leaves or dragonflies. I can't really see what it is. Very thin brass. I'm going to guess it's some kind of brooch that's just broken. So I'll recheck the hole. If anything else comes up, I'll let you know. Otherwise, we will see you on the next. Here's Patrick.
Hey.
This is Patrick. Anyway, I know. But every time I hear your name, I think of SpongeBob. I can't help it. Anyway, so we're going to do a check-in with him. He's been on a totally different part of the property. And we got part of an old watch.
Go ahead, you can fondle it.
If I must. Yeah, that's not too old. That would probably go in my junk drawer, but who knows?
I have a watch jar.
You do?
Yeah.
Is this your Wheatie?
Yeah, these are all wheats.
Oh, okay. And he said he got a 1909. Can't be this one because I can't read the date. Did we check for VDB?
It's going to need work at home, but it's a possibility, but it's definitely not an S or it's Philadelphia minted for sure.
Yeah. Well, hey, still cool.
Yeah.
And this little fancy piece. Stamped brass. So that's going to be probably like post 1850. Makes sense for where we are. Not bad, but yeah, you need to come over here because I'm finding older stuff than you.
My first cut coin ever.
Yeah. Well, is that what is... And that's a Wheatie, you said?
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, that's lawnmower cut. That doesn't count.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back with you. Okay, so before I get into this, let me explain what I'm doing today. We don't have a ton of time to be at this site, so I'm cherry picking for two things. Low conductors, because think about it, you know, you might wear your best jewelry to church, so you might find some gold, or coins. So that's what I'm doing. We don't have a ton of time. Usually I don't cherry pick, but there you go. So with that said, I just dug an 8 signal, and I think we've got a suspender clip. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Again, fits with the time period of this church, so. Alrighty, back with you soon. Okay, this guy came to find me because he has a 27, 28, 29. We'll see. Fingers crossed for some silver today. We're working hard for it. There is a crust of ice. And I have a silver signal behind me. But we'll see what this is first. Mine's probably a clad quarter.
I dug one of those earlier.
Yeah, that's always cruel and unusual punishment. Well, actually, no, it's pretty usual punishment.
Oh no.
What do you mean, oh no? You're on it.
Yeah, but it's huge. Unless that's just a clod.
It's probably just a clod of dirt or rocks. Because this ground where we are right now hasn't been shifted a whole bunch. There's some fill dirt on the property, but this is not it, so it's very rocky. What? Silver?
Largy.
What? I hate you! Oh.
I just got a glimpse. Oh no, it's a trick!
Oh, come on. What is that, actually? Wow, that's pretty. I'm sorry that faked you out. Kind of. Didn't you already get on the board this year? I think you already have a large set.
No, not this year. Yeah.
Same site, though. Wow, what is that?
I don't know, but it's got words.
It does?
Yeah, I think that's words.
No, that's...
Yeah, that's words. Those are letters.
Is?
It's a little spout or something, look.
Yeah, well, hey, we figure, sorry.
Yeah, come on, you see that shape?
Yeah, that sucks. All right, well, that gets the piece of crap segment.
That gets me warmed up.
Nice. All right, we'll keep going. Okay, well, I'm standing up from the plug because there was no good way to get rid of my shadow. In any case, I got like a 13, 14 signal. Wasn't expecting much, but it looks like we've got some kind of piece of pewter. And I'm wondering if it's meant to be like a counterfeit dollar or something. I don't know. Probably wishful thinking. But at least it might be a token, a medallion. I don't know. I'll brush that off real quick. Well, I brushed it off and I'm not really seeing much in terms of details. It almost looks like there's a flower right here or something. But I don't know. It's just so corroded. I'm almost wondering if maybe it was part of a bridal rosette. It's the right size for that. But it's also the size of like $1 or an 8 real. I don't know. If I get any details off of it once I'm home, obviously I'll cut in or post something on the screen, but otherwise we'll keep going. Sorry if you can hear the wind, guys. It's whipping away there. Got a 19 signal on my Knox. Called out Indian. And I was right, so I hope you guys like Indians, because that's what you're seeing today. Obviously. Let's see. 1898, maybe? I don't know. I don't know why I try to guess this like before I brush it off, because half the time I'm wrong or more. But yeah, I'll come right back. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. I can't read the date on that, but hopefully it'll clean up well. Back looks pretty decent. It's just kind of caked up with dirt right now, but it's also drying fast because it's so windy. Anyway, we have to get out of here pretty soon. Short hunt today, but hopefully we can squeak out a couple more finds before we leave. So Patrick just got a jumpy, like a 20s signal or something?
Yeah, it was like high 20s, but I get some iron mixed in. It was like wild.
No, it's got something fancy. Wow, that is really fancy.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely not a suspender clasp. We kind of threw that out there, but I don't think so. I could be wrong.
It's something weird.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to say it's a book clasp, but look, it's almost like there's a rose head nail stuck through it.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. It would be cool if it were a book clasp, because it's, wear at church. So could have gone on a Bible.
Oh, sideways like that.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't know. Maybe we'll figure it out. Maybe we won't. But anyway, cool. Well, I'm pretty close to the road now. And I got a 17 signal. Not very exciting, but very typical of 1800 sites. It's a harmonica reed, all mangled up. There'd be one on top of the other, and the casing for it, I guess if you want to call it that, might be wood or another kind of metal, but usually we just find the reeds, so I'm guessing wood. Anyway, okay, that might be it for the day, but I will let you know. Well, Patrick just had to leave, but I'm staying for a little while longer. Got a 12 to 13 signal. Pretty solid 13 once I open the hole. There's a nickel down there. Have not looked at it at all yet. I'm going to hope that it's an older one, given where we are. Yeah, it's a buffalo. That's always a treat for me, because I so rarely find them. We're definitely going to get a date on that, so I'll come right back. 1925. I don't know how well you can see it. I'm getting kind of a glare in my viewfinder, but really nice looking nickel. This was clearly face up, and I think this was face down, which saved it in beautiful condition. That's awesome. I love buffalo nickels. All right, at the church site again today. This is 1870s church, I think it is. And I got like an 18 on the Equinox. I think I found something pretty cool. I dropped it back in the hole. It's 2 pieces. And let's see here. This is what came out first. I don't have a clue what it is. Almost like a flower shape. But then something else really cool was in the hole. At least I think it's really cool. Looks fancy. Oh, what the heck? Oh, it's like a deer. I wonder if it's a sportsman's button. Huh. I'll come back. Okay, really quick. First, I forgot to say, it's been a very slow day, so I might actually just tack this day's footage onto the last time I was here. But look at this. I'm assuming it would have somehow attached to this piece, although I don't know exactly how. But let me, hang on a second. Hang on. Sorry, I was putting away the less exciting piece. That's gorgeous. It looks like a deer or a moose, or I don't even know. But yeah, I mean, it has this kind of post on the back. It does, you know what? No, I'm definitely going to go with button. I don't know what the heck the other thing was doing in the hole, but that's really cool. I'm going to go with Victorian on that too, I am assuming. That's awesome. I love that. I love unique stuff like this. Okay, I'm going to hop in with a theory here. I believe, looking back, that this may actually be a casket mount of some kind. We weren't too far from the cemetery, maybe 100 feet or so, and what I'm thinking is that these Victorian sportsman buttons were perhaps scrapped and then mounted onto a casket. Now, it could have fallen off when the casket was being carried to the cemetery. That's my best guess, and that's a really cool way to pay homage to a gentleman who really enjoyed his hunting. So that is my best guess there. If you guys have other theories, let me know. I have found casket hardware way further from a cemetery than this, so stranger things have happened, and I would love to hear your thoughts. Well, this was not a great signal. It was mixed with a ton of iron, but I am right along this little sidewalk here. This went to a structure on the property that's no longer here, so I figured I should probably beep around it. And I'm glad I did. I did hear a little peaking 1920 signal in with the iron. And I'm in terrible light, but I'll get in good light in a minute because I do have an Indian. So that's positive. All right, cool. I'll be right back. There we go. Decent looking Indian. It's an 1884. And there's the reverse for you. Not much else to say about that. It's a good looking one. All right, cool. So I told you, lots of coinage in this video, and that crucifix kind of made my day. So we're going to take a closer look at everything, but first, if you haven't already done so and you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. It really helps out the channel and would mean a lot to me, and that way you won't miss any of my future uploads. At least I hope not. Okay, on to the wrap-up. Okay, so nothing and no one will shut the heck up at my house, so this is my 6th attempt at a wrap-up, so I hope you guys appreciate these, because I don't really like doing them. Anyway, let's go over it. So, this is a harmonica reed there. Nothing exciting, but I do have a jar where I display these, so they look pretty cool displayed all together. Our little suspender clasp, at least I think that's what it is. It's a clip of some kind, anyway. But it's broken, so it's hard to say for sure. However, that is what I would believe it to be. Some kind of clip. Let's see here. This that I thought was maybe a brooch, but I'm just not convinced anymore. And again, you know, it's tough to ID stuff when it's so badly broken like that and twisted up. But if you have an idea, please leave me a comment. I would like to identify this as either trash or treasure. That'd be very helpful if you know. This is the only thing that's on this spread that I didn't film, well, besides the wheats, but we'll get to those. I thought this was maybe part of a bell at first, and it looks like it's got some fire damage maybe, but I'm not convinced it's a bell anymore because it's like a light stamped brass. I don't think that would have made a very effective bell. And yeah, I've just got no idea what it is, so before it goes in the trash pile, if anyone has a clue, let me know. Let's see, we'll go over the wheats really quick. You guys know by now, as a general rule, I don't film them because in the Northeast, I am sorry, they are not exciting in the Northeast. But I do have a jar of Wheaties as well, so that's where these will go. This is either in 1910 or 1912. I can't really read it, to be honest with you. That last digit, even though I tried to clean it up, is just not coming through. 1920, 1941, and then a 44. So they sound fantastic. They ring up great. So hey, I mean, if you're digging those, you'll probably dig some silver. I didn't that day, but you know, such is life. And then our Indians here, we have in date order 1884, 1888, 1898, and 1905. This one's just beautiful. It's a shame. Sorry for my hand and the whole frame. It's a shame. I'm having trouble getting this off. I'll probably, you know, take some Andres pencils to that. Maybe in the winter when I've got some more downtime and I desperately want something to clean. And the reverse is just gorgeous. That doesn't need any work. So that was one of the nicer coins of the day. Or those two hunts, rather. And let's see. This guy, I used a little bit of steel wool on that, and it's actually like shiny again, which is very rare with nickels that you dig. 1925. And then the back isn't in terrible shape either, but the front, definitely a nicer looking part of the coin. So I'll display it that way. And then this is probably, you know, it's a toss-up between my favorite finds. This one or that piece over there. But this is cool because I just don't find religious stuff very often. So again, I'm thinking this is probably late 1800s, early 1900s. Maybe it went with some rosary beads or it was just a pendant. I don't know. Very light, so it could be either one. It does say Czechoslovakia on the bottom. I have not been able to confirm like 100% exactly how old this is, but really it's got to be in line with just about everything else. So, yep, late 1800s, early 1900s. I already said that, so let's move on. Let's see here, and then this cool thing, which is still in 2 pieces. But again, I think that shank was just cut in half and then mounted to this to maybe go on somebody's casket, which would be pretty cool. It happens, you know, I wasn't in the cemetery, just to make things very, very, very exceedingly clear. You should never ever do that unless you are asked by somebody at the church to find like property markers or something like that. Don't ever go into a cemetery. That's just awful. I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole right now. But yeah, you know, I found casket hardware much further away from a cemetery than that, so it wouldn't be out of the question, especially just, you know, about 100 feet away. So that's pretty cool. And hey, not a bad time out there. Looks like it's going to be a pretty productive site. I hope we go back. All right, guys, well, that does it for this week. And as always, get out there, save what you can, do what you love. We'll see you next week.